Dude, is that Daemon Targaryen? How did he ever get into this universe? Just look at that. You can't even notice the difference. Now, Daemon Targaryen's weapon is called Dark Sister. It's a longsword. So until then, we'll have to rely on the regular longsword. This longsword, though it's called broadsword, the class of it is longsword, is actually pretty damn good. It's really quick for how much damage it does, so it's going to serve us well till we get our next weapon, which actually isn't that far away. Our next weapon is going to be the Tail of Caraxes. So while we travel to Caraxes, here's the plan. What I want to do for this run is I want to get, first of all, drip. I want to try to look as much as Daemon Targaryen as possible, and I also want to do it as lore accurate as possible. While we can't ride Caraxes, technically what we can do is slay him and then get his dragon breath later with the dragon torso stone and headstone. However, I expect that to be post Anorlano, so that's a ways to go yet. Another fun thing I'm going to do is refrain from using Estus Flask, as I don't see Daemon Targaryen as the type of guy who would get hit. After killing the archers in the Taurus Demon fight, I was almost dead, so I just ran back and baited him every single time. Crazy how he just can do this and he doesn't do anything. He skipped cardio day, so now he can't run, and he's stuck to be slow. This is where we're going to encounter Caraxes, and I can't kill him now. I just don't have the damage to do it. However, I can cut off his tail with a bow, a common classic. Now, this definitely looks more like Dark Sister than what I'm going to use later, but I would sooner feed myself to a dragon than farm more dragon skills than what I need. Hope you enjoyed the Daemon Targaryen edit. Anyways, I got new drip, so let's go fight Iron Golem. Guys, I have a confession to make. I died to Iron Golem not once, not twice, not 3 times, a handful of times. It was ridiculous. I kept fighting him, but I kept losing. I swear, dude, it's crazy how I keep dying to easy bosses, bro. You know what I mean? Anyways, yeah, I don't know how I managed to die to this guy, but that's just what happened. Anyways, Anorlando. Finally, Daemon Targaryen, the Prince of Anorlando, has arrived. While I was here, getting across the rafters, these things suck, by the way, I found a pretty cool skip I didn't know about, so yeah, this is going to save me a lot of time in the future. Also, with the gargoyle helm, we are starting to look like Daemon Targaryen in full. Slash a gargoyle, make a knight kill itself, and then get the bonfire so I can start farming for the Dark Sister sword. The Silver Knight sword, aka Dark Sister, requires 22 dexterity, and it's upgraded to Twinkling Titanite. So, with all this combined, I can actually upgrade it quite a bit and get some pretty damn high scaling. Here's the Daemon Targaryen drip so far. You better rate it. Rogue Prince versus the 2 Knights of Gwen. Fight of the Eon. Unpause the video now. Look, this fight, how do I best describe it? Well, here's how. I slashed Ornstein big number amount. He died, and then when I get low HP, I use humanity to heal, very big brain, and then I slash Smo big number amount up into pieces with my Dark Sister, because I am a very skilled warrior, for I am Daemon Targaryen, the Rogue Prince, and I kill a lot of people me bad guy, and I killed a bad guy, Smo. Then I spot a female in the wild, all alone. I max out my weapon. Now we have a +5 Dark Sister, the horror. Well, with the +5 weapon, we gotta discharge it on something, huh? What's that, dear viewer? You want me to fight Ceaseless Discharge? Why, you just read my mind. Being the fair knight that I am, I challenge him to a duel, a 1v1, to test who has the better arms. And he cheats, he kills me. This I cannot allow. Losing? Me losing? I don't think so. I use my mind tricks, bring him to the ledge, and I slash him really hard on the hand. He seems to not be able to get a grip and just falls off. A shame, he should have challenged the rogue prince to a duel. You might call me cruel, but consider this, it was either me or him. We find Capra Demon version 2 out in the wild, and we disarm him easily and steal his weapon. I die to a bug of all things, but I get my vengeance. But was my vengeance worth what it cost me? My pride? It was at this moment that I never placed the Lord Vessel down, so all the fog walls are blocked off. Correct that mistake, and onwards we go. The stray demon seeks to challenge us, but it proves a laughable opponent. Easily dodged, easily hit, and easily taken care of. We also rob it of the doll too, because why not? It's so pathetic it can't protect itself from this. With more power and testosterone than ever, I go back and face Caraxes again, and I slay my dragon of old. He's been fearsome lately, off the leash you could say. That's why he must die, and die he does. Poor guy, he's killed me a many number of times, but now we can finally use him in battle. All it's gonna take is some dragon skill farming. So help me, Gwen, this is gonna suck. After the farming, I tried to teleport to the Chamber of the Princess, but apparently I never grabbed it, so on the seat we go. I run past these boys at Mach 20 and quit out. Because I can't light the bonfire while this boar's here, and because my weapon, Dark Sister, hits like a wet noodle, I have to get it stuck behind some, like, staircase and hit it till it dies. Yes, the true gameplay of Daemon Targaryen. Ignore these fiends as they're not worthy of my time. Also, ignore this guy as he will not have his name written in the Song of Ice and Fire. Our rogue prince isn't able to damage the scaleless dragon, and unfortunately gets laser beamed down by the foul beast. We catch a serpent lacking in guard duty. We then find some humongous squids. No matter how fat the squid grows, it always hungers for another meal. Long boys interrupt my killing spree, and my weapon doesn't do as much damage as I'd like to. Dark Sister's lacking, so I have to end up backstabbing them. But that's fine, we are Daemon Targaryen, Blood of the Dragon. Our skills in combat are unmatched. I wanted to farm some humanities here from the squiddies, but this thing's proved too annoying to kill, so I just bagged it and saved it for the rats in the sewers later. Putting both the magicians to the sword, it is now time for the Dance of Dragons. Seath versus Daemon Targaryen, the Dragon Lord. This bad dragon stood little chance, for once you sever its immortality, it is done. For all that size, it's slow, it's easy to dance around, run around, slash and stab while it flails about. This beast may be big, but size does have its downsides. And in our case, the rogue prince is quick cunning, unpredictable. With all these traits, we are able to slay the dragon. For all his size and power, fall short. Dragons like Balerion the Dread. Here's the stats of our dragon lord. This random person decides to slight me, so I slight him with my sword many times. No one insults us. I get the crest of Artorias, as now it is time to fight a great doggo. Sif caught us off guard a few times, but since we have more than one humanity, we do have healing options. So the dog did start to limp in the end, and it was dead, but it's necessary. For anything that opposes the rogue prince is an enemy to Targaryen supremacy. Whoa, nice stats, Daemon. Alright, so I continue to farm dragon skills from last time, and pretty easy to kill them, but it does take at least an hour to get the 10 I need for, well, Caraxes' head. Done farming, finally. Making my way down the Great Hollow, I grab the Calanthropy ring, then I get to Ash Lake and completely ignore the Hydra. Not fighting that guy, not until I get more heals at least. Grab the remaining dragon skills here to get the remainder of what I have, the 10. Talk to the guy at the Dragon Covenant to get the Dragon Headstone, which I've never used before. And I try to use it with a hat on, which you can't have a hat on to use it, so yeah. I could get it stronger if I get 80 dragon skills, but you know, in the lore, Caraxes doesn't have the strongest fire breath. So like, would it really be Caraxes if I did all that grinding? Like, let's be honest, man, it wouldn't. Totally not like an excuse to not do it. Anyways, onwards we go. The demon fire sage can take a thrashing like a caterpillar in the stormy nights. However, my might is stronger. Me, full of might, I mightily fell this retarded, stupid, dumb demon. The centipede demon actually almost killed me, but I just popped humanity since I had plenty. Anyways, this was crazy. I almost died to centipede demon, but it happens, it happens. Now you might be wondering, Daemon, how fared Beta Chaos? Well, I can inform you that the Beta Chaos got us once, but with the swing of our glorious sword, it was dead. It was dead. And we learned something today, and lost Izalith. In Lost Izalith, men are said to fuck the demons instead of the women. I can assure you the demons are prettier. See, that was a real thing said by the man himself. You can always watch the Dark Souls House of the Dragon edition to find out. Dissipate the fake image of Guinevere. Now is the time to avenge the Firekeeper, for that person did nothing wrong, and these are criminals, and you know what you do with criminals? Kill them. Murderers deserve death. Death they get. In time, they shall fear the color gold. Everyone will. In some painting, there seems to be a dragon just out and about. It's big, but it's slow, and speed is my ally. Able to run to and fro, I kill the beast. With Dark Sister, a mighty battle it was not, and silent it fell. I spare the being here, as they have done me no wrong. Then I do battle with a whole fleet of Diddy ghosts, so that I can unflood these ruins and fight the boss within. The four kings were a challenge indeed. They got me a good time, but that was one. The next time I fought them, you see, there comes a time in a man's life where he must make a decision. Daemon Targaryen now. He's a very unpredictable guy, you see. He actually cheated and used a flask. I can't believe it, dude. I was shocked when, like, I saw it myself. Like, it was insane. I thought, damn, dude, you're really gonna do that? But, you know, he's a rogue prince. He's unpredictable. Stuff like this is just bound to happen. And, of course, he did win, but, like, who would have saw that coming? I sure didn't. Maxing out my Astoria Stray Sword for the Gravelord Nito fight. That's where I go on over and I put this silly little guy to the sword. Now, for the main course, you see, Nito is a skeleton, right? And skeletons, they can't get revived when you use like a holy weapon or something. So like Astoria Stray Sword take care of that for little guys. And then Nito is just pretty easy with the shield. Pull out that shield of yours. You slash him up real good, which probably shouldn't do any damage because it's a skeleton. But whatever, Daemon Targaryen's so cool. It just does like a lot of damage anyways. And he has no middle ground. You either gotta be like dead or alive. And Nito is very dead, so dead he is now, because like a dead person's dead and it can no longer be alive, so therefore they're dead. And when its skeleton dies, it's even more dead. That's just how it works, right? That's like math. With those 4 Lord Souls dead, we can now go grab the Black Knight set and kill him the First Flame, which combined with their Gargoyle Helm, we look like, well, the spitting image of Daemon Targaryen. Yes, very Dragon Lord indeed. Now the Dragon Lord must go fight against these DLC animals. Also, like, this Hydra sucks, but it dies, so who really cares, right? Come on, really? That's all you got? Some god you were. A wild chimera appears, and it gets 2 out of 3 times. However, on that 3rd time, man, did we get it good. For what is a chimera when compared to a dragon? Before the Abyssal Knight, rate the accuracy of all these enemies. Try to guess out which one is which from this area. You see, Daemon Targaryen is still working on his drawing, but he's been getting better. The Abyssal Warrior is a fine foe for the Rogue Prince. They're both ferocious, indeed. The Abyssal Warrior, you see, while quick, is not at their best. The Prince doesn't care. He takes advantage of this, as he mercilessly beats down the foe. He beats him so hard. At the end, he says he can keep his soul. Yep, that's right. He willingly give the soul of the person he just killed to someone else because of how pathetic they were. In this strange place, he finds a chest with teeth that he slaughters and robs of its key. Then an invader invades, and well, you best see this for yourself. Look at how Daemon Targaryen treated this guy.
He can keep his tongue.
I fight a whole squad of undead, but 6 of them or 50, he's still Daemon Targaryen. So what does it matter, huh? This wild, shackled, insane guy here actually can throw a damn good chain and has to make us play far away, but patience is on our side. And he doesn't know that we're Daemon Targaryen, we're like, we're cool, we win, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Down in this spooky abyss, I farm humanities before Manus. I farmed the humanities here since, well, it's a really good drop rate, and that's a free full heal right there. And that means Daemon Targaryen is less likely to cheat with the healing flask. Bastard, don't do that. This Manus guy proved a bit troublesome for the Rogue Prince. However, it is of no consequence. You see, for we, Daemon Targaryen, we are very good at this video game. We have killed many bosses. Manus. Well, joke's on you. You're bad. You're washed. You think that because you're the final boss of a DLC, you're safe from me? I don't think so, scrub. I've played this game before, so you will fall to my sword. Damn, Daemon, what the hell, dude? Well, you won, but like, that was horrifying. Archer gal, please shoot this dragon so we can unleash Damien's fury upon it. I don't want to deal with this guy anymore. So Daemon asked if he could sing for this boss fight, so why not? Let's give him a chance, okay? Wow, thanks Daemon for that singing. That was definitely something. I'm not sure what that was, but that was probably a language I don't understand. No problem. Now, if you don't mind, I have some schmuck to finish off. His name is, who cares? Starts with a G. But alas, you'll die.
Dreams didn't make us kings. Dragons did.